Social media in GTA 6. What, why, and how? So for the past couple of months, I've done a lot of videos about social media in GTA 6. As we've seen from the trailer, it's very clear that social media is a very big part of the game. I mean, around 40% of the trailer was just social media styled clips. So in this video, we're going to break down the relevance of social media to GTA 6 and what it could potentially mean for us as players. But before we get into today's video, you all know that I'm a huge advocate for internet privacy. I mean, hopefully that's pretty obvious. A perfect way to protect yourself online is with today's video sponsor, Private Internet Access. When browsing online, whether you're gaming or streaming online content, it's important to protect yourself. Watching Netflix without private internet access is like paying for a director's cut but only seeing the trailer. Private internet access helps you overcome all of these restrictions and dangers by giving you the option to change your IP address to one of their 91 countries to choose from and 50 US states, allowing you to gain access to websites and services that are only available in those particular locations. Private internet access works on Windows, Android, Mac, iOS, and many more. And you can use one private internet access subscription on as many devices as you want. And no, that's not one at a time. You can use it on an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time. So if you want to stay protected on the internet, use the link down below to save yourself 83% on private internet access. That's just $2.03 a month. And you also get 4 months completely free. So with social media in GTA 6, the first thing we need to look at is what are we talking about? Well, as we saw in the trailer, there was a lot of references to social media, and I'm about to give you a spoiler alert, so you can click off the video now if you want to, but in the GTA 6 leak we had back in 2022, there was a few references to social media in those leaks. For example, we had notifications in the bottom right of one of the screens that said "What up?", obviously a reference to WhatsApp, and of course Rockstar have announced changes over the past few months with Rockstar Editor. Now in GTA 5 there wasn't a lot of core fundamentals from social media featured in the game. Of course we had references to things like Life Invader, of course we had that one mission with Jay Norris, but social media didn't play a crucial role in the gameplay, and that's for good reason. I mean, GTA 5 entered development in around 2009 to 2010, and at that point in time the only real relevant social media, the one that was really doing the rounds the most, was Facebook. Now of course the game came out in 2013, but it wasn't a 2013 game. Like I said before, this game had been worked on for years, and during the period of 2009 to 2013, social media had developed a lot. Instagram became a prime platform for a lot of people to use, and in the years following GTA 5, we had Vine, we had TikTok, which was previously called Musical.ly. Elon Musk bought Twitter and decided it needed to be called X. I'm still really salty about that. Why has he changed the name? But the key thing here is TikTok. TikTok has totally revolutionized social media. Now in this video, we're not going to get into whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're just stating the fact that TikTok is a big part of social media now. Now in the trailer, a lot of the NPCs were on their phones. I mean, there's so many individual shots where people are in the background of the shots either filming something or just on their phones scrolling through social media. And this is something that I haven't seen a lot of channels talk about. Everyone's talking about the graphics, the gameplay, and all of this stuff, but no one's really gone into detail about the fact that this trailer was predominantly about social media in GTA 6. It was the primary topic that was showcased in this trailer. And the next thing we need to talk about is the why. Why was there so many references to social media? Now my theory on this, and this is just a theory, full disclaimer, my theory is that social media is going to be the way that us as players, and maybe even as creators and YouTubers and people on TikTok making content, will have a form of social media in the game that will allow us to directly export content to our own personal devices, and we'll get onto that a bit later. But it's very clear that Rockstar are making a game that's built for the 2020s. This era where social media pretty much dictates a lot of people's lives. I mean, for all intents and purposes, YouTube is dictating my life, and I rely on social media for a living. And a lot of people out there rely on social media for something, whether it's gratification, whether it's that dopamine hit from receiving likes and views. We all rely on social media to an extent, and now that's even extended to providing people their entertainment factor. Now I'm under the impression that a lot of the missions and outcomes of different events within the game will be dictated by how we perform and act on social media. For example, if someone videos us committing a crime, that may affect how we're wanted. Like in Red Dead Redemption 2, we had a witness system of people seeing us commit the crimes. I feel like being recorded doing a crime will have a similar sort of effect. The bigger bang we make, the more people will be filming and reacting to what we're doing. And the same can be said that if we film something within the game, film ourselves doing a crime within the game, or publish ourselves doing a crime within the game, that may affect our wanted level. Now, like I said before, this is purely theorizing, speculation, whatever you want to call it. But at the moment, that's all we have when talking about this topic. Now, the next thing I want to get onto is the how. How does this affect us? How does this impact us playing the game? Well, I've theorized for a while, and recently a lot of people have been picking up on this idea, and it's starting to gain a bit of momentum, and I think there's a lot of weight to it. I feel like in real life, we'll probably have a social media app on our phone built by Rockstar, which will allow us to share our in-game experiences to an app. So we'll be able to record a lot of our in-game experiences and share that, whether it be to TikTok or any third-party platform, but I feel like our actual phones will be the main data collection point for our in-game activities. Now this theory at first sounds like a complete stretch, but with so much emphasis on content being created from GTA 6 gameplay, and the fact that people have gone to quite extreme lengths over the years to get content from GTA 6, to make their own mods, to make their own gameplay content, to create their own TikTok feeds, and especially to create YouTube videos, I feel like Rockstar will give us a way to integrate that externally in a much easier form factor. Whether that be a mobile app that's part of the GTA Plus subscription, whether that's something to do with the actual game engine itself that allows us to export in-game footage to a third-party app or share it somehow, I feel like Rockstar will allow us to expand on the social media model that they're building within the game. Now what this would look like and how it's going to be implemented, we really don't know. But it's very clear from what we've seen on the social media side of the trailer, it's all branded. For example, all of the fonts are the same for the social media, the follow buttons are the same, the color schemes are the same, so it's very clear that there's going to be an in-game social media platform that we will be reliant upon at some point in the game to do something. It's going to be a part of the gameplay. And if social media and social sharing wasn't a big part of the game, it wouldn't have played a big part in the trailer. Another thing to note as well is that Rockstar have employed app developers. Now I had to do a bit of digging to find this, and I don't want to show their names, but Rockstar Games does employ people that work on app development. Now Rockstar Games discontinued the last app that they had, and the last app that they had was the iFruit app, which was to design your own number plate to play that mini game of Chop. They discontinued the app, but they've employed people to build and develop apps since that app was discontinued. Cyberboy from the future here. I'm just editing this video and I've seen that Rockstar actually have some app development roles listed on their website. Now some people might say that these development roles are for the trilogy that's available on the App Store, but that's actually not developed by Rockstar. It's basically licensed to a third party to actually develop those apps, and they do all of the updates and everything. That's not performed by Rockstar in-house. That's outsourced externally. So yeah, that's some interesting food for thought. I'm not saying it means anything, but it also begs the question, what does it actually mean? So a massive thank you to Private Internet Access for sponsoring today's video, and a massive thank you to all of you watching and my channel members. If you want to become a channel member, just click that join button below. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.